Welcome everybody, and thank you once again for joining me in a fabulous Victorian feature documentary about the history of a food type. I was really excited about my fish and chip documentary, but this one I've been waiting to do for a very long time. I was invited back down to London to a specific shop and company, and this is how it went. Take a look at the fabulous food that we were served, and then stick around and join in as we find out how this combination became so popular and where did it come from. I don't get down here often. There you go. Please mind the gap. There's always something a little bit comforting whenever I get the chance to go back to London. It always feels homely. But I'm always ecstatic when I get the chance. And for this subject, Manzes Pie Mash shop invited me to come and do my documentary. I was more than happy to accept this offer, and I was very grateful. So without further ado, let's take a look and get into the history of the Pie and Mash shop. Manzes, its original shop since 1902, Towerbridge Road, London. Yeah, the woman in the left, no interest to me, but this guy used to watch a load of his programmes, master of his work. As I step once again onto the streets of London, a sense of anticipation filled the air. Today I embarked on a journey through time, a pilgrimage to one of the city's most iconic culinary institutions, Manzes Pie Mash shop, right here. This is no ordinary dining experience. It's a voyage into the heart of tradition, a chance to savour the flavours of a bygone era. With this unassuming facade and weathered sign, Manzes exudes old world charm that transports you back to a simpler time. As you push open the door, the aroma of freshly baked pies and creamy mashed potatoes envelops you like a warm embrace, welcoming you home. Inside, the interior, a testament to the shop's storied history, with vintage photographs adorning the walls and a worn wooden table, chairs, marked with countless meals shared one another. In essence, a good pie and mash shop is about more than just satisfying hunger. It's about nourishing the body and soul with flavours that transport you back to a simpler time and a sense of community that feels like home. Everyone thinks I'm mad when I talk to the camera. So inside, the interior is a testament to the shop's storied history, with vintage photographs adorning the walls, warm wooden tables bearing the marks of countless meals shared. The air is alive with the hum of conversation, punctuated by the clink of cutlery and the occasion bursting of laughter. As I approach the counter, I'm greeted with a smile by friendly staff who seem to embody the spirit of hospitality, which means a lot to me. That has made Manzes a beloved fixture in the community around here for over a century. With a sense of reverence placed in my order, choosing from an array of savoury pies and traditional sides, each one a testament to the shop's unwavering commitment to quality and tradition. Taking a seat, eagerly awaiting the meal, you can't help but get a sense and a feel of real gratitude for the opportunity to once again experience a taste of history. To be part of a tradition that stretches back generations. For in this humble pie and mash shop, you're not just a diner, you're a participant in a living legacy, a custodian of tradition in a rapidly changing world. And as my pie and mash came, piping hot, fragrant with promise, you savour each bite with a newfound appreciation, knowing that you're not just enjoying a meal, but preserving a piece of London's culinary heritage for generations to come. This company have really taken it to the modern level, diversifying, selling merchandise and doing deliveries, trying to keep up with the modern, ever-changing times. A lot of people ask me, why did the Victorians tile a lot of food establishments, toilets and so forth? Well, the reason is they were obsessed with hygiene. They found out that they could clean tiles a lot easier than other surfaces. Simple as that. Consistency is essential for any dining establishment, and a pie and mash shop, there is no exception. Whether you're visiting for the first time or the 100th, you expect the same high standards with every meal. Consistency breeds trust and loyalty among all customers, turning them into lifelong fans of the establishment. All the way from perfect seasoning to the mashed potatoes to the precise cooking times of the pie, attention to detail is paramount. A good pie and mash shop takes pride in its craft, ensuring that every dish is prepared with care and precision. Someone's shaking it apparently at the back. Authenticity is key. A good pie and mash shop honours tradition, using recipes and techniques that have stood the test of time, from the flaky pastry on the pies to the rich gravy that accompanies them. Every aspect should evoke the spirit of British cuisine. Attention to detail is the thing that really makes all the difference. Of its ingredients, it's a symphony of flavours, textures and traditions that come together to create a memorable dining experience. Here's what sets apart a good pie and mash meal. It all starts with the ingredients. From the succulent meat in the pies to the creamy mashed potatoes, every component should be fresh, flavourful and expertly prepared. Whether it's locally sourced produce or time-honoured recipes handed down through the generations, quality ingredients are the foundation of a great meal.
Simple pie, simple mash, simple. Deals coming with them.
Yeah, but that's the way it's served. Yeah.
After a Facebook post before this was released, it turns out people kept saying, spoon, spoon, spoon. You meant to use a spoon, but here I am, I will use a fork, because for fork's sakes, that's just how I eat. Do have to point out though, you've got to be very careful because spooning leads to forking, and we don't need that. When you see this being prepared, you cannot deny this looks fantastic. When you think of London, this is undoubtedly London's finest offerings through the years. We may think of fish and chips being Britain's quintessential food, but let's be honest, the one thing that makes London is pie and mash. So far, pretty good. Pie and mash has always been seen as a massively comforting meal offering. If you live abroad and you've never tried it, I highly recommend popping in to one of these shops. So what's the verdict?
This is the best one.
This is the nicest liquor I've had in a very long time.
Ooh. Oh, it's pretty nice. Yeah.
Pie is delicious. It's just all lovely.
Bit like me. Last but certainly not least, a good pie and mash shop offers more than just great food. It provides welcoming and hospitable atmospheres. From the friendly smiles behind the counter to the cosy ambience of the dining area, every aspect of the dining experience should leave you feeling like you're part of the family. See you, Pat. See you, Pat. So you get all this, like, I don't hear the accents anymore, do I? Stuck in Manchester, and there's all sorts of accents. The Mancunian one as well. So this is the mother. Say hello, mother.
Hello.
And overall, what do you think about Manzes Talbridge?
This is the best of the best. It's the best of all.
So we've enjoyed our little stop here, and it was a very good place to do the filming for the food section of this documentary. On to the next bit. Though a big meal, man needs his snacks when he's travelling. That leaves us now jumping back in history to find out, where did pie and mash come from as a meal? What does the future hold for this wonderful London snack? London is home to several notable pie and mash shops that have become beloved institutions over the years. Here are a few of the most notable. Manzes Pie Mash, as we've just seen, established in 1902. Manzes is one of the oldest, and it's one of the most iconic pie and mash shops in London. I've been, mother went, well worth a visit. Multiple locations they have across the city, which include Walthamstow and Peckham. Manzes continues to serve up traditional pies with wonderful mashed potato, big fan of mashed potato, and their brilliant liquor sauce to its loyal patrons. You cannot beat it. I'm going to have to try a few others, spending a bit more time back in the south. G. Kelly Pie and Mash, located in the heart of East End London on Roman Road Market. G. Kelly Pie and Mash has been serving delicious pie since 1939. Their homemade pies and creamy mashed potatoes topped with their signature pasty sauce are legendary among locals and visitors alike. Cook's, one of the most famous, has been a fixture in Shepherd's Bush since 1899. This family-run establishment is known for its hearty pies, filled with minced beef and onions, accompanied by smooth mashed potatoes, generous helping of Cook's commitment to quality and tradition. This has made it a favourite among generations of Londoners. F. Cook, founded in 1862, is one of London's oldest pie and mash shops. While their original shop in Broadway Market is closed, you can still enjoy their delicious pies at the remaining location in Hoxton. F. Cook's commitment to quality has never wavered through the years. These are just a few examples of the many wonderful pie and mash shops that can be found throughout London. For each one, they have their own unique charm and history, but they all share a dedication to serving delicious, comforting food in a welcoming atmosphere. So, the ultimate question, where did they come from? Well, the first pie and mash shops in England emerged in the 19th century, primarily in London's East End. One of the earliest known pie and mash establishments was opened by Henry Blanchard in the 19th century. However, it's difficult to pinpoint a definitive first shop, as several shops of its type began serving the traditional dish at about the same time. Pie and mash shops became so popular among the working class communities, offering affordable and filling meals consisting of meat pies, mashed potatoes and a parsley liquor sauce. Often these were accompanied by jellied eels. Over time, pie and mash shops became an integral part of London's culinary heritage. Changing demographics, as London's population has shifted and diversified over the years, the customer base for the traditional pie and mash shop has evolved. Many of these shops were historically located in working class neighbourhoods, but as the areas have undergone gentrification and demographic changes, the demand for traditional fare like pie and mash ultimately declined. Economic changes and shifts, including rising operation costs, changing consumer preferences and the increased competition from fast food giants and also casual dining establishments, have put pressure on the traditional shops. Many of these family-run businesses have struggled to adapt to modern economic realities, leading to the closure or changes of ownership. With the rise of globalisation and the increase of influence from international cuisines, tastes and preferences have diversified. While traditional fare like pie and mash remains beloved by many, it's faced stiff competition from a wide range of options. These cater to diverse tastes and dietary preferences. Health consciousness. This is where in recent decades there has become a growing awareness of the importance of healthy eating, which has led consumers to refrain from traditional comfort foods like pie and mash. This in favour of lighter, more nutritious options. Also the dreaded £3 meal deal as a quick affordable option, though these have basically no nutritional value whatsoever. This shift in dietary preferences affected the demand for traditional pie and mash shops. The proliferation of convenience foods and ready-made meals has made it easier than ever for consumers to enjoy quick and easy meals at home. This reducing the need for traditional pie and mash shops as a dining option. While the decline of the traditional shop is a reflection of broader societal trends, it is important to note that many of these establishments continue to thrive in their local communities. They're cherished by their loyal customers who appreciate the history, tradition and the unique culinary experience they offer. We can confidently say now, looking at statistics, that additionally there has been a resurgence in the interest of British food. In these recent years, it's been driven in part by a growing appreciation for artisanal and locally sourced ingredients, which may bode well for the future of the pie and mash shops. There exists a treasure trove of culinary heritage waiting to be explored and preserved. These are the pie and mash shops, time-honoured traditions that have nourished generations with their comforting fare and unwavering sense of tradition. But as the winds of change sweep across our city, threatening to erode the fabric of our culinary landscape, it falls upon us, both residents and visitors alike, to become stewards of these beloved establishments. For in their walls, we find more than just a meal. We find a connection to the past, a link to our shared heritage as a community. So how can we ensure the longevity and the life of these precious pie and mash shops? It begins with appreciation, acknowledgement of the role they play in shaping the cultural tapestry of our city. Whether you're a long-time resident or a curious traveller, take the time to seek out these hidden gems, to savour their flavours of tradition, support the families who've dedicated their lives and generations to preserving them. But appreciation alone is not enough. We must also become ambassadors for these establishments, sharing their stories with our friends and family, spreading the word far and wide. Let's celebrate the humble pie and mash shops as a symbol of resilience, endurance and a testament to the power of tradition in an ever-changing world. Let us not forget the power of our patronage. Every meal enjoyed, every pie savoured is a vote of confidence in the future of these shops. We have to look to the past to dedicate our future. So the next time you find yourself wandering the streets of London hungry for a taste of the past, remember pie and mash shops have stood the test of time for a reason, and let your appetite be a force for good. Together we can ensure that these cherished establishments continue to thrive for generations, persevering, keep going. It's a slice of history for all to enjoy. Let us raise our spoons in a salute to the pie and mash shops of London, and may they continue to serve as beacons of tradition, sustenance and community for years to come. As I bode farewell to London, their charming streets were always in my heart. I was filled with a bittersweet mixture of nostalgia and gratitude. This journey, my first visit to the hometown in what felt like a lifetime, has been a poignant reminder to the ties that bind us to our past, the joys that await us in the future. My visit to the Pie and Mash shop, steeped in tradition and history, was a highlight of my time there. In its humble confines, I tasted not just delicious food, but the essence of my childhood, memories of simpler times, shared meals and laughter with loved ones. Returning to Manchester, I carried with me the flavours of London, the warmth of its people and the sense of belonging that comes from reconnecting with my roots. As I embarked on the journey home, I knew that I left a piece of my heart behind in this vibrant city. But also I carry with me the promise of new adventures and the knowledge that wherever life may take me, London will always be a part of who I am. So here's to London, my beloved hometown. May the memories of this journey sustain me until we meet again. And may the bonds of family and tradition continue to guide me on my path. Thank you, London, for the memories, the culinary wonders, and thank you, Manchester, for the welcome home. Join me next time as we delve into another Victorian or Edwardian hospitality venture. Please do visit my Patreon. The link is in the description. I appreciate all your support. Do like and subscribe to get me out there so more people can enjoy this content. If you have anything you'd like to see, doesn't have to be food related, drop a comment. Let me know what your favourite pie and mash shop is and why. Comment below and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks, take care.